funny as fuck. He is a legend down at the Jersey Shore scene. He's funny as fuck. Give it up for my boy, Richard Black. Let's go!
Yeah. Oh my God. I thought Gen X was pretty cool, but then the new Eminem song came out, and I was like, not anymore. They're just annoying about that. So the thing with me is I have social anxiety, which is tough because it makes certain things that are normal for regular people, like just normal for them. And it annoys me. I used to struggle, and I still struggle with flirting. Flirting is very hard as an autistic person because, like, I would get mad, I would get angry when it happened. I'd be like, oh, you tricked me with your tits and your lipstick to get a free drink. And then I realized that's just the same, like, they're using it to get alcohol. This is the same weaponized incompetence that I use with my autism. You know how many times I don't want to open my own beer? I'm just like, do it for me. Just because we're like playing like 3D chess. Like people don't know how disabled you are. It's like, yeah, I could have a job where I push carts, but that job sucks. I just want to play video games all day. And I spend way too much time on Twitter. There's so much porn on there now. It should be called Titter. It's a Facebook joke I did, and I was like, maybe that'll work. But the other thing, like, I was this is not a joke that I had planned, I was thinking about before I got up. You ever I don't know if anyone sees this now, but like how much hardcore or just regular porn is on Twitter now. Like, I was at a restaurant with my old babysitter, she's like 80, she went to the car, and some like nice waitress came up, and she's like, 25 something, and like, I swear she probably saw on my phone. Like hardcore porn. It's like, no, I don't have porn book. It's Twitter.
Oh, wow. Damn.
And it's like, I'm supposed to be right now. I'm even going to make a smooth transition from this. Wow. But another thing besides like being that on Twitter is also I follow a lot of pro wrestling stuff. And also I'm very left-wing. I'm very left-wing, which is bad because I grew up and still am upper middle class. So it's like I try to be an ally, but you got to be self-aware. It's like, eat the rich. Dude, you're an appetizer. What are you talking about? It's like that's the thing. But, the autism is a difficult thing because people want to associate. They want to associate with pop culture. Like, they think like, oh, you're like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, or you're like far away like Forrest Gump. No, I'm like if you've seen Napoleon Dynamite, it's basically that. If you've seen Step Brothers, it's basically that. It's basically that. But, people just want to associate. Like, they have that show, Bob's Burgers. A lot of people think the children on that show are autistic. Like, the fans think 3 children on that show are autistic. It's not true. They have fetal alcohol syndrome. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And, but there's that show, Love on the Spectrum. I've never watched the full episode, but it's on Netflix, it's a dating show. And the thing that's like wild to me about that is I was in special ed my whole life, like growing up in school. I know there are people watching that show that are like, that guy was a dick in special ed to me. He stole my train set, and now he's on fucking Netflix. Like, there's a guy, I don't know his name, he's one of like the most popular characters, the guy on there, and he literally has a Reddit page where women jerk off to him. Oh, it's like, can you imagine how hard it is, like I mentioned, like socially, with being autistic and like dating and shit, and to have that is like fucking awesome. That is like the dream, man. I feel like he is just quirky enough to, to have that. But I have one problem with one porn category. It's water sports. My problem with it is, how do you make the laziest thing sound like an athletic endeavor? I watch it and I get upset now. I get mad. I get frustrated. I'm like, I don't know who won. Maybe I won because I got off. That's how I do it. I'm not square. I watch, It's a last resort type of thing, but but that's just admitting stuff. Oh, I am such a gross person. I don't know. I like redheads. That's what I'm into.
Woo.
I like curvy redheads,
Woo.
like Christina Hendricks, Jessica Rabbit, Garfield. Garfield and I actually hit off, man. We both hate Mondays. We both love lasagna, and we're both fat pussies. I'm not good with the lays, though. I'm not good at picking up women. I have low testosterone and poor body strength. I'm always dropping them. It's a problem. And I wouldn't be able to with money. Like I mentioned, I like curvier women. And, there's a common thing now. I even see memes of it. Guys will go and they'll, browse after they go on a date with a girl. They'll be like, oh, I met up with a girl, and she lied about her weight on Tinder. She's 200, 300 pounds more. I don't give a shit, dude. We're sharing appetizers. That's what's going on here. Jalapeno poppers. It's like, that's what we're getting. And, I'm not going to get, and, it's not going to work out. I have no game, but, the only thing that is good is, if the day goes poorly, the interview part just goes wrong like it usually does, we just get to share dessert. And it's I can spill stuff on myself now and not care. And, that'll be fine. I also have depression, which is pretty common with people nowadays to deal with, which is, it's the thing that I think anyone can relate to if they have it, is it becomes lived in. You forget the severity of it sometimes. I realized it was getting so bad one time that I was listening to 3 Doors Down on purpose. I was just searching for self-esteem. I was if I could be like that, I would give anything. Now, that's not the best joke at all. That's a terrible joke. But it's the best joke featuring 3 Doors Down. I have another example. Bon Jovi. I was listening to him when it got really bad, and he had that song, Have a Nice Day, and I was like, aye, Captain Kidd, because that's what his retarded fans call him, Captain Kidd, which he means at the end. And, someone with a lot of, fan nicknames, is Taylor Swift. And she's the most egregious example, because it's this is depression. I can't shake this off, Tim. Tay-Dog, I can't switch. I can't shake this off. This is not a thing that can happen. But, I figured out, what I truly believe in life. What my, spiritual beliefs are. What I pretty much believe is I believe cookies are the meaning of life. That's what it is. I'm raised Jewish, but I'm an atheist, but, my main spiritual thing is, cookies. You don't need to go to church. Just go to the store, buy fucking Oreos, and that's the meaning of life, man. But, I realized, there's a lot of elves in advertising. You have Keebler elves for cookies. You have, Lucky from Lucky Charms. He's an Irish elf. He's a leprechaun. Yeah. The Rice Krispie Brothers. They're actually elves. They're actually enjoying triplets, and how they got their names was when they were snapping apart a curve. Snap, crackle, pop. That's why when you pour the milk into the cereal, you can still hear the bones cracking. My favorite president was the 12th president, Sack Taylor. He was an abolitionist. He was against slavery. And he died a couple years into his presidency. They said that he died at a fair, had some bad cherries, and they thought he was poisoned, because he was against slavery, so he was not a popular American hero now for that reason and for something else. So in the 90s, when they dug up his body to check out how he died, because they thought he was poisoned, in the 90s, when they used the machine to check how he died, he just died from diarrhea. This is what it is. He just died from diarrhea. And I think about it now, when Trump was president, it was famously, he had I don't know if you guys saw this news story, he had a red button on his desk, and people got, scared, it was about bombs or whatever. No, if he pressed it, he got a Diet Coke. So it's if they got sick of him, why didn't they just put a whole bunch of laxatives in his Diet Coke? And then he could die that way. And it's a joke that will get me forever hated by right-wing people, because they're he wants to kill Trump. Laxatives. Yes, that would be the perfect way. But just thinking of that, that's the perfect president to me. Someone who fought against slavery and died like an American hero from diarrhea. Thank you.